Joseph? Who sold
His
Joseph?
brother.
Was it not his brother? Was it
family bond.
His brother sold him, but who was the reason why he went to prison?
Who was the reason why he was in Egypt in the
Men
first place?
provide the opportunities for women to commit crimes. Adam.
Men provide opportunities for women to commit
Why
crimes.
was Adam? Why was Adam?
Why?
Yes.
Why was Adam not the guardian when the serpent visited?
Thank you.
And Chidinma that killed her sugar daddy that is in the prison. Men provide opportunity for women.
Stereotype.
She's in the prison. She's serving time.
Please,
The
let's
stereotype,
pay
the
this.
stereotype of the society is that men are the emotionally intelligent gender. So why will a logical gender collect an apple or be whatever fruit it was?
Hey fam, it's your favorite girl Nini Michaels, and welcome to another brand new episode of the Raw and Real podcast, where we dish it out exactly as it is. Yeah, we talk about things that matters, things that annoy, and also things that could just make you go, you dey whine. So buckle up fam, as we make some real talks, a few laughs, some jokes, and also we could get some bombastic side eyes. So guys, you can watch or listen to our content on Facebook, Spotify, Instagram, and TikTok at Raw and Real Podcast. And you could also watch our full videos on Agile Studio on YouTube. So before we go to our topic of the day, I would love to introduce the people with me in the studio. So the first person by my right-hand side is the latest graduate, all the way from the Federal University of Lafayette. No other person. But wait, before we even call her name, do you know that when the day that God was supposed to rest, that was the day he actually created her? If you notice, this whole room is just illuminating with light because of her beauty. The ever dashing Ella Sasa.
Thank you so much.
So guys, the second person by my right is my fellow co-host, the legal good. The only legal student in the house. If you are looking for trouble, find trouble, because we've got a barrister in the house. So guys, my fellow co-host, her name is Good.
An absolute pleasure.
You're welcome. So today we have a new face in the house. We have a guest, the human physiologist, the one whose beauty radiates even the darkest corners of souls. Hey God. Hey Kamsi.
Hi guys.
Don't mind me. That's how we do. So guys, today we're going to be talking about a very interesting and controversial topic. Our today's topic is actually a very interesting and controversial topic where we're going to be discussing about parenting. We're going to be talking about raising children without stereotypes, and so many things are associated with parenting. So the topic today is parenting beyond gender, raising children without stereotypes. So before we go further into this topic, we would like to, give some definitions to the various key terms that actually make up the topic. So the floor is open for discussion, where we'll be throwing more light on what parenting entails and what stereotype is all about. The floor is yours.
Okay, stereotypes basically refers to a preconceived notion of different concepts, what it should be, what should not be, and what society has adopted as modus operandi. It's the status quo. So we tend to limit some things because we feel like this thing is particular to a specific gender or race. We attribute some qualities to a given race, because we feel that anyone from there should have these attributes and characteristics. Then parenting has to do with raising children. It goes more than paying school fees and being there as a parent. It also involves the orientation you give to these children growing up, how you raise them, and the attributes and values, the norms that they've come to cherish and imbibe over time. So when we are talking about parenting without stereotypes, it has to it should be an umbrella term that encompasses raising children without biases in society, without biases on this is what you should do as a male, this is what you shouldn't do as a female. So for me, that's parenting without stereotypes. Thank you.
That's nice. When a law student is speaking, everybody will be quiet and they'll just be observing everything she's saying. So, hey, Kamsi.
Hi, Nini.
So, can you share your view on what parenting entails and what stereotype is actually all about?
Okay, it will just be to build up on what our legal code has said. Basically, parenting is not just about maybe as the father you're just bringing money that okay, of course, who will pay the school fees? It has to be you. That is why you are their father. So it is not just about providing. I mean, providing is one of the responsibility of a parent, but it goes deeper than that. Being there for your children. There was a book, the book I just finished reading. The mother is there as just a mother, but the children, they don't even talk to anybody. They don't open up to anybody. They're just there, all bottled up. As a parent, your child should be able to be free to tell you what's going on and what's not going on with them. So parenting, other than just providing, it talks about grooming children into what is fit for the society. Because these days, if we check what's going on, you see that some parents they're just there. Oh yes, my mom is here, my dad is there, and all of that. But the children they're not fit for society. You see, the male gender, they are going up and down, doing the exact opposite of what they shouldn't be doing. There, I would say the parenting or the parents, they did not properly groom them into what's fit for the society. So parenting has to do with grooming that child to be fit for. And although society, there are crazy norms, there are crazy standards, but I feel like they are like general standards that all of us uphold, all of us. So other than providing, be there, and all of that. And then stereotype, like Gold again has said, there's some notion that are conceived that, especially in this part of the world, they say, okay, the girl, you are a girl and you don't cook. It's not possible. How? That is a stereotype, because why would you say it's only the girl? And then you see grown-up men that cannot cook to save their life. I mean, man, why should I cook? God. Those are stereotypes. Why should you cook as a man? In some homes, they do not let the men come to the kitchen. They say it's just for the females. That is a stereotype.
That's the home I'm from. Not my house. Not my house. It's not possible. Because in my house, we have just one boy. I bet you my brother can cook more than 80% of ladies. Not.
I like that.
Stereotyping which person?
In this our BSU, in this our school here, I met men that brag about it. The other one was telling me, I bought a carton of noodles. I don't know how I finished, but I'm not the one that cook. And I'm like, are you for real? Yes. Yes, sisters. Why should you enter the kitchen at all?
You actually said something about parenting where you said, of course, you're a father, you must pay the child's school fees. Paying a child's school fees is not just the role of a father, it is the role of a parent.
Obviously, you brought them to the world.
Yes. But it is not everybody that brings a child to the world that can be called a father or a mother.
That's true. But then there's also a stereotype in men being the provider. There's this notion that we have that you are the father, you should provide for them. the men are providers. You know that there's a
We're not in this modern world anymore.
it is there. It is assumed that as a father, that's like how it is most. But then when you look deeper, you see that most times, or in some homes, the mother does it.
Okay.
There's that stereotype that as you are the man, you should be the provider. That's why you hear men are providers, women are nurturers. Mother take care of the home, father provide.
But do you know, I've seen a scenario where the mother actually abandons the child and the father nurtures the child to adulthood.
That is why I said it is a stereotype.
That is not the general thing that happens.
Yeah.
That is not the norm.
Should we actually be working based on stereotypes? Should we actually attach stereotypes to our gender role?
And that's why we are here today.
I mean, we're here to clarify all of it.
Exactly. That is where I'm actually a bit confused when you said men ought to pay their children's school fees.
I said it's a stereotype.
It's a stereotype. Okay, so we should not emphasize much on that stereotype.
No, we
Good.
shouldn't.
Beautiful Sasa. Let us graduate.
They use this thing you want me right now. like
But
this.
normally I thought say we go do some kind of things we go make person does the wine person. You suppose know now. You're a poet. You're supposed to understand these things. How come they allow me to talk much? So my love, the floor is yours.
Okay. Like both our hosts have already established. Gender stereotypes are the assumptions that we have, the society has, about what roles are supposed to be given to each gender. Now, when we bring it back to our topic for today, when we talk about parenting beyond gender, this is seeking out ways that parents can actually be parents without pressuring their children into these roles, these stereotypes that we are trying to kick against. Like when you go to a home that cooking is basically for the girls, and then fixing things around is for the girls, or showing emotions is left to the girls, and then you go to a house, you see the mother will be telling the child that you don't have to cry, boys don't cry. That's, you are telling a 5-year-old boy that he's not supposed to cry. What kind of man are you trying to build, to grow into the society? We still have where some homes you see the women, the girls are taught that you don't have to talk when others are talking. You are a girl. You don't have to be loud. You don't have to play roughly. Then you see this young girl, she grows up, and then when she's exposed to the larger world, you see her holding herself back because of how she has been groomed from the house. So,
Okay. So the views are actually nice and interesting. Parenting actually entails a whole lot of things. You know, raising a child from infanthood to the adulthood, not just providing materially for children, but also being there emotionally for kids. As a parent, it actually involves a whole lot of things, because I did not just provide materially for my daughter. I actually gave her that tender love, that care, that emotions, and everything was actually there from the start. Because, you know, that closeness between mother and child is supposed to be there. And there are certain times that you see situations where some children lack parental love. Not because the parental love I'm talking about is not because they don't get what they want at home. They get all the own material things, but that love, that closeness is not just there. And there are some children that have the whole parental love, but still they don't get the material things. You see, you cannot have everything, but parents should, at least try to balance everything. And also, you said something about grooming children. Do you know there are children that are from Christian homes, but they are very spoilt? There's a saying that no be parents they train pikin, na pikin they train himself. Yes, I've heard that a lot of times because there are children that their parents will train them, raise them in Christian homes, biblical homes, but those children spoil. The kind of things that they do. Now, why they hear some people, they go, they talk, say, now pastor children, they spoil pass. It's not because their parents are not there for them, but at some point, they are not there. That's where it gives room for peer pressure and some other things. Then you'll be wondering as a parent, what did I do? What went wrong? I groomed this child perfectly well, but were you there when the child needed somebody to talk to at some point?
That point you made was actually one that I couldn't hold back my curiosity on. Talking about children, I know that society has this standard and expectation for children of clergies. Because my dad is a pastor, I should be a perfect child. But then that's not the goal of parenting. The goal of parenting is not raising a perfect child, it's raising an informed individual, a child that will be relevant in society. I'm not trying to raise an idiot, for crying out loud, because some parents want to confine their children into a box and you want them to live their lives on a straight line. You go from the point A to point B and return back. So what if you now encounter a circus? How do you navigate through life? Because all you know and all you've accepted was what your parents told you and what you feel that, okay, this, some persons do things like, okay, if I do this, will my parent be happy? But then you have to raise children that are able to think outside of the box, children that will be relevant in society. Not, I would say this, but the truth is, okay, I'm a Christian, but not every Christian is relevant in society. So the child that you are going to raise is someone who is first informed from the inside out, not only one who upholds moral values and virtues, but one who is able to think for themselves, one who has a healthy mentality. You know, before this time, if you go to prisons, you discover that the prisons are more populated by the male gender before this time. But then with the narrowing of the gender divide, you see that women are also in prison and there are even cells for women too. So you get that some theories, the feminist theory is actually an emergent theory of criminology, and it posits why or how women become involved in crimes. Some persons argue that women actually are as criminal as men, but they didn't get to the limelight. They were not projected because women were in the kitchen. They were restricted to the kitchen. So most of the crimes that were perpetrated by women were domestic crimes. But you now get that, okay, during this rise of this gender revolution, then Rita Simons, in her work, Sisters in Crime, she now postulated that view that women were not criminal as a biological attribute was actually a lie. It was a matter of exposure. It was a matter of exposure, because you now see that the woman generally in our traditional society was raised to believe in personal limitations and then lowered aspirations. So you don't have a woman in politics. Why would she be embezzling public funds?
Sorry to cut you short. You said biologically women are not embedded in crime. Who started?
A stereotype.
Okay, a stereotype. Yes, the stereotype, but in the Bible, the reason why we are here today is because of a woman who gave Adam apple to eat. Was it Adam that gave Eve apple? Or woman that gave the beginning of everything we are suffering is woman. See,
it was
That
the
meant
devil.
this
The devil is a man.
the devil is a
It
man.
was the devil.
The devil is a man. Did you know the gender of the
Serpent
serpent?
is a man.
Okay, the serpent is a man. Did you know? No. That's wrong.
Judas has sold Jesus was a
Serpent
man.
is a man.
Judas has sold Jesus.
Yes.
Do you know if Judas sold Jesus because of a woman? Do you wait? People should wait. Do you know if the woman asked Judas for money and was not able to provide that money, he had to say his master because of the woman?
Do you know if he collected that money to go and smoke with his guys?
Who betrayed Samson in the Bible? Who betrayed Samson in the Bible?
it was a woman.
She was sent by
Who
men.
was the reason?
She was sent by men. The king was a man.
Okay. The king was a man. Okay, let's say if she was sent by man. Who betrayed? Who was the reason why Joseph went to prison in the Bible? Was she sent by a man?
It was a woman.
Okay, was she sent by a man? Was she
Who
sent?
sold Joseph? Wwho sold
His
Joseph?
brothers.
Was it not his
In
brother?
fact,
Was it his
family
sisters?
bond.
His brother sold him, but who was the reason why he went to prison?
Who was the reason why he was in Egypt in the
Men
first place?
provide the opportunities for women to commit crimes. Adam.
Men provide opportunities for women to commit
Why
crimes.
was Adam? Why was Adam? Why? Yes.
Why was Adam not the guardian when the serpent visited?
Thank you for that.
Chidimma killed her sugar daddy that is in the prison? Men provide opportunity for women.
Stereotype.
She's in the prison. She's in the prison. This is 7 times.
Please,
The
let's do
stereotype,
it.
the stereotype of the society is that men are the emotionally intelligent gender. So why will a logical gender collect an apple or be whatever fruit it was? Why will you collect?
Because the man was obviously stupid at that time.
Why was he stupid?
Because he was stupid.
Why was he stupid? Men are not supposed to be stupid according to the society.
He has not eaten from the tree of wisdom, the tree of life, and everything. So let me tell you something. In this life, if woman won't do something, forget you say man are this, man are that. If woman won't do something, even Satan, they sit down, carry paper and biro, they try write down the steps which they do. You understand that kind of thing? See, women are wicked.
I think it's the
See,
duty.
people should forget stereotype. If you are weighing, see, I'm a lady, but if you are weighing the scale of wickedness between a man and a woman, I will give the men 30 and give the women 70. Women are wicked.
Are you talking about what is currently ongoing?
No,
Have you seen the cases of femicide ongoing?
Femicide is ongoing. You people are only talking about men are giving room for women to commit crimes. You don't know that women have their mind of their own. Women. See, I've seen situation where a woman can survive any situation. In case you don't know, women survive situation. Women are strong-willed people. A woman that will go to labor room and go and give birth to a life, then you will not come outside and come and tell me that one man that doesn't know how to bring a life to doesn't know how to bring a life to this world. People should calm down. See.
It is also stereotype that they said that made them say women are the weaker vessel.
Women are witchy. Women are the strongest. Exactly. So we are talking without stereotypes here. We are supposed to be giving points without stereotype. Women are very strong people.
That's what it is.
Let's forget about manual work and all that. But when we are talking about strong-willed people, you give it to women because those. See, I'm a lady and the kind of mind where I get, oh God of mess.
But your mind never carry you go pour fuel on top man burner.
On top man burner. I don't burn man clothes before. I don't break info. No, my own mind no go carry me. I'm not a murderer. No, I am not a murderer.
But men mind don't see this athlete that competed in the just concluded Olympics. Girlfriend or boyfriend, the woman, he just carry fuel pour on top her burner. She did not survive.
What about a situation in Nigeria as of recent last year where because the guy refused to marry her, she burnt the whole house with herself and the guy inside? Or the situation where, have you not seen a situation where you will date a lady and you will leave her and you say you want to go and marry another person, she will poison the both of you? It's a do or die affair. Women to have that mind. See, when it comes to crime, I feel when it comes to crime, you should leave it. It can be any gender. Depend on the mind. So we should not attach crime to a particular gender right now. We should not. So saying a man born woman alive because of boyfriend and girlfriend, blah blah like that. Women do worse. What about this infamous Makurdi lady that After giving birth for the guy, after how many years the guy got married, what did she do? She burnt the internet down. That he will never have a successful marriage. You know, be woman be that. Na man go outside.
I feel like for that one, she was just trying to express anger. Abi?
There are better ways to express anger.
What better way?
There are better ways to express. Go for a therapy.
What would you suggest should have
You think
done?
I've not gone through heartbreak that will make me go and rant online? But no, maximum steeze and composure. As a fine
That
girl.
is good. You see,
Why na, baby?
You see, there's a way things work. Something that will happen now and would make me upset might not make Gold upset. Might not make you upset.
That is why we have
Might
anger
make you
management.
Not everybody has gone through anger management classes. Not everybody even know what anger management is. If it was when I was younger, me, if I'm just upset, if you are close to me, I pity you. At that moment, anything that comes to my head, I want to do it.
If for say people they win money and award for anger, wallahi I for be trillionaire. You know get what you want tell me. But at some point, becoming a parent actually changed the whole notion and everything. I was like, nobody tell me. I sat down. I told myself, is this the kind of mother you want to be, that your child will be looking up to you? You want to be breaking things and be getting angry? My dear, you better brace up and raise a better child. Because you have a daughter. She is a lady. Then imagine your daughter having the same attitude like you. What's up?
Now that is another
This is a
stereotype.
stereotype. Thank you.
Imagine your child having. So if your child was a son,
No. It's not. I'm not saying because she's a girl. It can be any gender. What I am saying is, let me not even put daughter. Let me say, imagine your child seeing those kind of things as a child. Imagine the kind of emotional damage it's going to cause for that child. The child will not be able to talk to you as a parent because my mom is bag of anger. Any small thing, she don't pa. No, just imagine. So that is where parenting comes in. It's not all about providing, but there are certain things you need to curtail in order for you to raise a good child. You understand? That is the example I'm giving. I'm not saying I'm laying any stereotype because she's a girl, he's a boy. That is not what I am saying. The ability in order to curtail a certain character that you know will affect the mental health and emotional stability of the child is what parenting entails. For you to be able to raise a better generation. That is parenting. Not just materially providing for children. So now, how do you guys think parents can actually raise children without stereotypes? Like, what ways do you think we can raise?
Firstly, it would be to, I don't know. Firstly, in like Nigerian homes, there's like the gender-based roles. Scrapping that off would first of all aid. What was the question again?
Raising children without stereotypes.
It would help. I mean, we've seen it play out a number of times. I said it just now. Gender-based roles like the females should cook, the men should not cook. The females, how would you be in the house and your brother will be sweeping? No, you should, that scrapping that off. In like a home where everybody does everything. Okay, my sister has no chance. Let me cook for the family. That kind of thing. Okay, let me do this. Let me do that. First of all, it helps. It even helps in like development of the child, like generally. It's not that tomorrow now you are in the university and you can't cook to save your life. If somebody doesn't come to your house to help you cook, you go and be buying food. And I'm not saying buying food is any big thing. I'm pro buy food. Please buy food, guys. Don't be cooking. Cooking is stressful. But then that is what I'm saying. Helping in the home, first of all, it should be like laid down that there's no gender attached to any role in this house. If you can cook. If you can sweep, mop, clean, wash your daddy's car too. That kind of thing. I think first of all it would help in the being neutral about the whole parenting and no stereotyping thing.
Okay, that's actually A very vital point. So, Sasa, baby.
Adding to that, I think the parents should start with themselves. I have never seen my dad cooking in my life. If my mom is not available, my dad is going to take us out and buy us food. He's not going to. I don't know if my dad knows how to on gas. I don't know. There was a time we were traveling and I was like, who is going to fetch water for my dad while we are not around? And my mom was like, they fetch water. That was even the day I even realized that my mom knows that my dad has to fetch water, because all my life I fetch water, or my younger ones or somebody has to fetch water for my dad. So I think, and then also in the part of the mom, women should also, I know that a lot of women provide, they also do the take part in the tax or the roles that have been placed on men. But I think the mother should come out more openly and say that, yes, I paid for this child's school fees. I did this, I did that. There's nothing wrong in that. We should learn how to, because you go to a home where the mother is
the sole provider.
Yes, but then
she's giving credits to the mom.
You say, go and tell your daddy thank you, when it was your mom that actually gave you the money. So I think parents should also use themselves as examples, the first examples. And also, since I think formal education and some kind of songs we used to sing at home. There's this song they say, really, children in the garden play, father in the parlor watching me,
Papa,
mommy in the kitchen
cooking rice.
Why am I winning?
Why am I winning? Why?
So you already you're entering nursery 1, and you already know that mommy is going to wash, mommy is going to cook, mommy is going to do all that, and daddy is going to come back and sit in the parlor and watch football,
and mommy will not give him food.
But sorry, do you know that all these things you are saying that I've never seen my dad doing this? I cannot relate to it, because my grandmother raised good children. You see, my grandmother boys, she has 4 boys, 4 girls. All our boys can cook. See, our boys, they are very neat. My dad taught me how to wash clothes. My dad will wake up in the morning. You can imagine, I'll come back from boarding school. My dad will wash my clothes. I'll wake up in the morning, 4 a.m. with my dad to wash clothes. There was a time my mom traveled back to our country, Sierra Leone. When primary school then, I and my younger sister were 3, but she traveled with the boy. So it was just me and my younger sister. We stayed at home with my dad. My dad is a soldier. You can imagine how hectic that work is. My dad will wake up in the morning, we'll bathe, we have our food ready. My dad will cook for us, wash our clothes, iron our uniform, take us to school.
That is a well-groomed man.
Do you understand? So if my dad can do all of that, then now we have 1 boy at home. And there are some people that will say, because you have 1 boy, the boy should not do anything.
Pamper.
Which only boy? In my mother's house, she will beat craze out of your body. You go back to your father's house.
Now that is a different.
Only boy.
In my grandmother's house, in my father's, in my paternal family, it is not. It is not. I've never seen it happen. But then so if I didn't have this experience, if I did not had this, okay, I visit my maternal uncle, and I know that, okay, my cousins from my mother's side, they can cook, they can do this stuff. When I go to, I'll not even know that it exists. Do you get? I'll not even know that there are homes where there are guys that are not. There are homes where I wash my dad's car. I do everything. In fact, my friends in school, they will tell me that, Sasa, you are stronger than you look, because we are 6 girls. So imagine all these years. My younger sister puts on the gen. I don't know how to, because I'm quite lazy. But my younger sister puts on the gen. We do everything. We share. When you come to the house, we share our house chores, not based on gender, because who and one, you get who and one. So, and then I have cousins from my mother's side that when they come to the house, they can cook. They do all these things. My uncles cook. if I'm going to my uncle's house from my mother's side, I know that I'm going to be well fed by my uncle and all that. But then if I come to my father's side, I know it's the opposite. Majorly because of maybe ignorance, or there are things that influence this kind of choices. There are things that influence this kind of choices.
It can't be
But
my
then,
father's house.
Thank God that all of us here have these experiences, and all of us here are mothers and future mothers, and we'll be able to make more reform choices.
If I have a male child, when I'm in the kitchen, you will sit and pound pepper for me.
Every single
Enter the kitchen, open Maggi for me. This is how they cook. Because I'm training you to be a husband that you will not see. If your wife cannot cook, then you go to work and you'll be stressing your wife. Your wife might want to be a career woman, because me, I want to be a career woman. So as a career woman, you will not expect me that I will train a child that will suffer another career woman. Hell no.
Okay, so from all we've said, I can glean that it's basically parenting without stereotypes boils down to the two people involved, the parents who are recreating life. Some persons, I'm sorry to say, are just not fit to recreate life or continue their kind. Some persons are just unfit to continue their kind. So because if a mentally derailed person or an entitled person raises a child, their child is going to end up following their footsteps. I've met guys who are very good cooks, and I've met women who are very terrible cooks. Now, if I see a woman who does not know how to cook, the first question that comes to my mind is not what are you going to serve your husband, is how will you eat? That's the main point.
Funny enough, most people, that's the first thing they'll say. How do you intend serving your husband?
You never ask me whether are they chop. How have I been fit?
So there was a time I asked my mom, there are times I should be like, you're not doing this thing where I'll not follow you to your husband's house. Me, I'm not like, Omo, if you cannot cook, I'll not marry you. She now say, what did you say? I say, what will I eat?
So, do you know that stereotypes is not just gender? We also have racial stereotypes. We have age stereotype, where we feel old people are bad with technology, and racial stereotype where we feel the whites are more superior than the blacks.
I don't feel that though.
No, I'm just saying there's stereotypes like that.
Yes, most definitely.
There's stereotypes like that. We have in political science, they call them the Negroes and the others. Negritude, and there's another word for it, but I did that course. You did that course now for 102. Yes. African politics now in 100 level. We picked the elective together.
There are such stereotypes in society, and
black consciousness and negritude, yes.
And then there are notable figures in society who have risen up. Abiroso, which one? To challenge such stereotypes in society. Yeah. And then we have people like Martin Luther King. He said he has a dream that his 4 little children would grow up in a society where they are not judged based on the color of their skin, on their sex, but based on the content of their character. And I think that's what this our talk is revolving around: raising children with character, children with virtues, that when you see them, the first thing that comes to your mind is not you are dark skinned or you are light skinned, but you are a good person. Yes. You have a character. When I was reading this Sweet 16 for my jam, there was something that I can never forget from that book, when the girl asked her father what he expected of her. And you know, some parents would say, I want you to be a doctor, I want you to be a lawyer. But he said, I want you to be an omoluabi. That's Yoruba term for a real person, a real human being. So that was the father telling this child that despite everything you would go through, despite societal expectations, I want you to grow and become a real person, just the original version of yourself, that is not deterred by someone else's opinion, what they think or do not approve of, but your own self, like, me, this is me, and this is what I'm showing off to the world. Yeah.
So talking about parents wanting a child to be what they want to be, I can relate to it, because when I was in secondary school, In my SS1, my mom kept me in science class. With her, they go find for science class. Because she be medical personnel, she want make I turn medical doctor with which head. It's not like, no, don't get me wrong. It's not like I don't have the brain to do that. But I saw that I was very good in literature. I'm good with words, stuff like that. And I was checking my subject, my interest. Things that excite my interest are actually in art class. So I did SS1 for a science student. SS2 first term, I went to school. I changed. I hid my results. First term, second term, third term from her. It was my SS2 third term. She saw my promotional result because I was not going home for vacation. I was going to my auntie's place. So she could not. I would just tell her my grade. I had A in this, A in that. That's art subject I get A for, no science subject though. So I would tell her like that. So when I went home third term, she saw my results. You're promoted to SS3, pure art class. She was in literature. Government, stuff like that. And I saw I was good in writing. I told her, see, I don't have interest in science class. These are the subject that actually excites my interest, and I'm good in this subject. You understand? So she was like, she para. No man, mother go para. But she said, so which course do you want to do in art class? I want you to do law. I said, I want to do theater. She said, over my dead body. I am not wasting my money training any child in theater. Do you want to go and dance and sing in school? I look at you can't understand.
I can relate.
She's saying she cannot, like, is theater not a good course if that's what excites my interest? So she talk. I can't apply the law, they go now. At the end of the day, what am I studying in school? Political science. I did not answer her again in that one. She said law. I said, I'm doing what I want to do. If you want law degree, I will give you law degree later on. But you see, right now, I'm focusing on this. Politics actually excite my interest. I love government. So I'm doing politics and I'm practicing politics in school. Now she cannot say anything because if I show her my results, she'll be like, okay, nice one. So I feel parents should encourage their children in doing whatever they want instead of saying sport is for girls, regardless of the gender. Professionally advise your children. If your children, give room that your children can discuss their career with you. That when they discuss this career with you and they will ask for your opinion. Mommy, I want to study this course. So what do you think about this course? This is what I want to do. You understand? Then, Daddy, this is what I want to do. You'd be like, oh, my child, have you made research about this course? Make research on SoFeed and see where you can go far with this particular course. And also, parents should teach their children emotional intelligence. It is a very critical criteria in the society right now for a child to have emotional intelligence. Where you have a child and you are telling a male child, guys don't cry. If something is paining you, cry. That is why I love Korean movies. You see the guys crying there, they're expressing their pain and anger. Yeah. That is emotional intelligence. And you see where you tell ladies, you don't talk in the society. You dey crazy. You won't carry that upon near me. You how to laugh. I should how to sit. No, it's not like you will sit properly with etiquette normally, but you don't overdo things. And you tell a lady that ladies are weaker vessels in the society. Why will you be putting that inferiority complex in the mind of a girl child?
Or telling a lady that restricting their ambitions because you feel like
they are supposed to be, all their ambitions are supposed to be
caging them
in the
Revolves around your homes.
In this modern time and age, who wants to be an housewife? Which man wants to marry an housewife?
A woman that is overexposed will not get married. If you are richer than your husband, you will not get married.
Somebody told me that because when I was discussing
men go they fear. If you buy car, man go fear you.
I was discussing my career journey with somebody. I was like, okay, when I'm done, I'm doing my master's, I'm doing my PhD, I'll go back for my second degree. I want to become a professor. Then along the line, somebody said, you no go marry.
Exactly. When you go marry.
That if you're having plenty degree and plenty certificates, who won't marry you? I was not like,
but who will say that to a man?
Who will say that to a man? Nobody. Nobody will say that to a man.
They will be the one advising him to do.
These things are not just they are not just coming out from the society. You don't hear this just from your friends. You hear this from your mother.
No, my mother will never say so to
Not your mother. There are a million mothers in this world.
I say this in
Not-
this
it might not-
podcast.
It might not be your mother.
No go talk her.
It
You
might-
don't say you don't get house. No
it
go
might
talk
not
her.
be.
There's one woman I stay with. I'm sorry for cutting you in this high level here. Anytime you want to get on her nerves, just tell her, let me even do and finish this degree and buy my house and buy my car. Be established. She will say, that you can't do that in her house, so go to your husband's house and do that. Yes. Anytime we just want to get on her nerves, that's the topic we'll bring up.
So, and in African society, we believe that a child is not just raised by your nuclear
Medical.
family. You are raised by the community. So if your mother doesn't say that and my mother say that, you are going to meet my mother surely, and you might hear it, or she might tell her son and her son will tell you. Do you get? So it's still
Now why I go calm down before I marry? I go look for a better man. I need a man that who attend my events where I talk and be like, that is my wife.
You need a man that is also from a good home.
That is why we are promoting raising children without stereotypes. Because I posted something online and somebody was like, I posted something concerning men are afraid of ladies that sophisticated ladies that are well-to-do, or business-oriented ladies that are doing well for themselves, because they want women they can control.
They want.
There are beautiful, sophisticated ladies that are still submissible. In as much as I want to be a career lady, I also have it in back of my mind that I will be submissive to my man. I'm not saying because I'm going to be a career lady, I should be rude and I feel I cannot be under any man. No, that is wrong. That is where some ladies get it wrong. You can be a career lady and still give respect to whom respect is due. Because as a career lady, I cannot tolerate any man coming home at 3 a.m. You're drunk, expecting me to stand up and cook for you. Are you mad? Go to your mother's house.
But some men,
I will not do that.
in their states, they use.
Why will you be drunk at
If
3
you
a.m. and come
check,
to my house?
check Twitter, you'll be disgusted.
Why? Me. I should wake up around 3 a.m. and cook for a man that is drunk. I don't know where you're coming from.
You pound yam.
No, I will pound yam for my husband. It's not like I will not pound
by
yam.
that 3 a.m.
By 3 a.m. I'll stand up 3 a.m. and pound yam because I don't have work to go. I don't have children to take care of. Me. God, in a miss road.
No be still this same Nigeria where we dey. Where they donate money for person just because of she cooks by 4 a.m.
Our mothers that wake up how many o'clock to cook and get children ready. So why are they taking it as if it's a new thing? It's a norm.
Because she posted, your mother did not post it on Twitter.
Why will she post it when it's a normal thing? Why will she post it when it's a normal thing? She's not seeking validation from anybody because she feels she needs to take care of her home. Women take care of their home too. In as much as you work, but you still take care of your home. So, but taking care of your home doesn't mean you should become a slave in that home. They married you for companionship. They did not marry you to come and become a slave. I will always tell ladies this. If you don't go and marry a man that cannot assist you in doing house chores, me from relationship, I'll start noticing things. If I'm seeing red flags, please stay far away from me. What's that? Yeah. You tell me you want to first date. You're telling me you want to eat pounded yam and
Come to my house.
I should come to your house. That's what happened.
Why waste money outside?
These sweets.
Okay, so it's quite funny that we are sharing different views, but please, when I don't go talk to say don't go make una see future husband for this podcast, so because. If I don't see future husband, now mama go ask question. So basically, at the end of the day, we should teach children how to face societal challenges, how to speak up for themselves regardless of the gender, how to face injustice in the society, and we should teach children to have the self-confidence. You understand? We're not teaching you to be cheeky or rude. No.
Not at all.
But you should be able to stand up for yourself when it's necessary. Don't allow people bully you. we teach them emotional intelligence, how to know that whenever there are certain times that you need to relax and meditate about certain things. If you need to cry at that point, cry out at that point. You don't have to cage everything inside, because caging things inside is going to make you emotionally damaged, and it's very wrong for you to, like, raising a child that is emotionally damaged. And parents should teach their both children sex education. You don't just teach the female children, you teach male children, because the people that rape children in the society are also male. If you should teach your male children that this is not right, teach your female children this is not right. Your male child should also open up to you about his sexual life. Same with your female children. Because if you teach them all these things, it's going to give room for them to be able to talk freely with you, and also not give room to peer pressure or peer influence. You understand? So at the end of the day, we should promote raising children, parenting beyond gender. We should raise children beyond stereotypes. Advise your kids. Support your kids emotionally. Don't just be there as a parent. Being a parent is a lot more than bringing a child to the world or being called a mother or a father. So I hope we become parents that our kids are going to be very, very, very proud of.